Wow. Yeah, that's straight out of Blue Thunder, man. That's from the movie Blue Thunder. Fucking idiot, man. This guy, man. I tell you, that's that crack mentality for you.
Well, you know, the beginning of the month, he's smoking all his crack and his K2. I tell you, man, that was definitely some shit. Cause even Brian Horner was like, "Who are you talking to? You hearing voices?" He said, "No, dog." I was like, "Wow, man." The whole morning yesterday, he was talking to himself, ghost talking like usual.
Oh my God, I'm fucking real. I tell you, he gets all these from movies, man. Movies. Fucking cracky.
I know you're friends with Richie. You and him go back way back to your childhood. I know you. That's why you're sticking up at him. You understand. You're aware.
Unbelievable, a helicopter pilot now. He don't even have a driver's license. Now he's a helicopter pilot with the NYPD. Shame on you, Richard.
They want to show unreal, man. Let me look at that shit up. I think it's Roy Schneider now. Let me look that up.
That's it, Roy Schneider.
Yeah, right. It's Roy Schneider. He played in Jaws, and he was the fucking cop in fucking Blue Thunder, the helicopter. That cracky went from being the king of New York, fucking to playing Donnie Brasco.
Then he was saying no Fantasy Island. That was funny, man. Richie was in his own Fantasy Island yesterday. Helicopter pilot chasing a suspect in 2000. Shame on you, Richard, with your delusional episodes of Blue Thunder. I wonder when he's going to be an F-16 fighter pilot.
Oh shit, Top Gun, watch out, don't get him started.
He's going to go to the space shuttle next month.
Yeah, you didn't know Richie was a Top Gun? He's better than, they were going to, cast Richie, but they got Tom Cruise instead. Yeah, Richie was going to be in Top Gun.
Boy, he what he heard my yesterday video game, man.
Yeah, he was fucking the goose.
Top Gun, crackhead Richie. He was an F-16 fighter pilot back in when he was in Special Forces. What was he? He was in like 4 different branches of the service, Special Forces. He was one of the SEAL Team 6 that took out what is it? Obama's Bin Laden. He took Bin Laden. Now I was gonna say Obama. Well, he thinks he could take presidents out. He's gonna take Bin Laden out. Shame on you, Richard, man. Shame on you. You're an F-16 fighter pilot one day, you're Blue Thunder, and the next chasing people amongst skyscrapers and helicopters. Shame on you, Richard. What kind of drugs are you doing, dog?
And don't forget, he visited the moon. He was on the dark side of the moon, like the Transformers. Yeah, he was there.
That's a shame, though. That's fucked up what mental illness does to a person, man. Shame on you, Richard. Get some help or take your meds.
Pretty fucking stationary.
Take your meds. Hey, crackhead, take your meds. Hey, Brown Hornet, man. Richie's on a mission again. He's a helicopter pilot with Blue Thunder. He's flying in and out of skyscrapers. Watch it.
It's just funny how I catch every fucking movie this motherfucker's looking at. He's fucking pretending that's him.
No. Who's the master? Show no.
Hey, watch it, Brown Hornet. Richie's in a helicopter. He's helicopter police now. He's Blue Thunder, man. He'll chase you in a helicopter if you pass the speed limit. Don't get caught speeding. Richie will chase you down in his helicopter. Don't do it. Just say no. I'm surprised he hasn't said he was Chips, Highway Patrol, man. I'm surprised he wasn't side by side with Eric Estrada and Chips. But then he says he's gonna go buy another gigabyte. You know, the one that they stole him. He feels, you know, we say he should just get a rascal scooter, man. That fits him better.
Now he wants to buy another gigabyte. I know he fucking knocked him out and took the other one.
Well, you think he would learn from the first one that got stolen from him, you know? When he got knocked out in front of McDonald's and got it robbed. The fool wants to go buy another one.
I tell you.
Well, instead of buying another gigabyte, he should just get some teeth. I think the man needs some choppers, you know? But that costs more than, what did he pay? What does this fool pay? $1,900. When he could have got one of those electric bikes like these guys in the Chinese restaurants use, you know? The delivery guys. Which is cheaper and a better bike. He could have got one of those.
Yeah, you don't want to get no choppers, you know. Interference with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I can't believe it. He's a helicopter pilot in 1990, and he was chasing suspects in Manhattan through the skyscrapers. Holy shit, that was the best, man.
Straight out of the Blue Thunder movie.
Hey, man, I borrowed one from,
Cracky. Put down the pipe, man. Give it up.
Give the drugs up, dope fiend. Hey, crackhead Richie, give it up.
Crazy, man. Funny, man. Like, oh my God. This fucking, read this nigga.
Yeah, I was just watching the news just now. They said chemicals found in French fries could regrow hair. Oh shit, Cracky, you better hit the dollar menu, buy all the fries you can eat.
Oh shit, that's it, man. Digging in that dumpster, grabbing all those old ass French fries.
No wonder why you see Cracky's eating those old McDonald's fries from 3 days ago and reheating them. That's
Disgusting, man. Disgusting.
But then again, they say French fries, not chemical fries. That shit in McDonald's, not even real potato, man. You gotta eat real potatoes, you know what I mean? Real French fries.
Cracky don't know. He don't know nothing about that.
I can't believe he says he was a pilot, man. He was a pilot with the NYPD in 1990. Shame on you, Richard. What were you smoking? Yesterday you were on some heavy dose of crack.
Just a couple of weeks ago, man, he was on the dark side of the moon. What's up with that?
I don't know. I just don't get it, man. How the hell could he be a pilot in 1990? Oh, don't forget he put the flag on the dark side of the moon. Yeah, he was a transformer. Damn, I tell you, mental illness is a son of a gun.
Good bitch right there, man. I don't get it. Fucking crack. Other side of the moon.
to the moon, hey, Alice, to the moon, bang, zoom. Morning, bad boy.
Wave it. That's the wave, man. And, gotta be morning time.
My daddy says.
What is he gonna be next? Secret cracky man. Secret cracky man.
I guess so.
No secret agent man. He's secret cracky man.
That shit is funny.
Oh, baby, that's. Be right back.
That had to be the best though, man. Even Brown Horner was like, Richie, you hand voices, you take your meds. It was dead out here yesterday. He was ghost talking the whole morning. That was funny, man. He's a helicopter pilot in 1990, chasing suspects in between buildings. I thought I heard everything from that dope fiend. That was the best.
Did he hear what he heard yesterday morning's video game, huh?
What are you going to be next, Cracky? You were a helicopter pilot in Blue Thunder. What were you next, man? The next thing you're going to say you were a fisherman and you killed Jaws? Same actor, by the way, so you might as well be the guy in the boat, you know, chasing down Jaws. Can't make this shit up.
No.
Go ahead, go get your milk, go get your crack. You always got to go. But you're right there. You're buried in front of that radio, Cracky. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, out because he didn't hear for a couple of days, you know. He was all excited.
That's what it is. Nobody's out here. He's taking everybody out.
Should have heard him yesterday. Eddie. I wasn't on, but I was copying the mail, getting ready for work, and he says he was a helicopter pilot in 1990. You know that movie Blue Thunder? Roy Schneider. He was the co-star. Don't mess with Richie, man. Don't break this. Don't go past the speed limit, Richie. We'll have you in his sights in his Blue Thunder helicopter. You're gonna need more than a freight train to stop Richie.
You're gonna need a crack bike.
You can't stop Richie with no freight train. You're gonna need a crack bike. His Gigger bike.
Yo, that boy, what's his name was out there looking for you? Ali Blue.
Looking for who?
Yo, man, he's been calling you out the past couple days.
Oh, no. He ain't looking for me. I want nothing to do with that widow. He's looking for the low-hanging fruit.
You're way too probable looking for Richie's low-hanging fruit. He can't get Richie's low-hanging fruit.
Oh, look at.
They make tricking him, man. He's tricking him. He set him off.
Hey, Eddie, did I mention Richie? Did I mention crackhead? We're having a conversation, and Richie hears low-hanging fruit. He starts getting happy. You notice that?
Man, you see, you don't come out.
Look at he's jumping up and down, man. He's doing jumping jacks for the low-hanging fruit.
Skittles left over from Halloween. Leftover Skittles. That's what Richie gave him.
A4, I heard Alibaba still chasing that rainbow, man.
He's trying to find your house so you get them Skittles you got left over from Halloween.
Oh, shit.
He ain't getting no Skittles from me, man. He's chasing the wrong rainbow. He's got to go to 46 in Winthrop. He'd get some at Cracky's house.
Ain't no rainbows over there.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Alternate route.
He's looking for the candy corn to pick out the buttocks.
Hey, good morning. Hey, Brown Hornet, top of the morning, big brother. Mr. Brown Hornet is in the house.
Hey, good morning, Dublin. Shit, what corn out here yesterday, Dublin? What the hell? Nobody couldn't get up yesterday?
It was quiet, but Cracky was hallucinating, talking to his invisible friends.
I was doing my thing, and Mr. Brown Hornet, I had to take a break yesterday. I had to get to work a little earlier, so I had to, do my thing and head out the door, man. But I heard Richie's a helicopter pilot with Blue Thunder, man. There's a NYPD unit codenamed Blue Thunder. It was a movie back in the day with Roy Schneider, and Richie was mimicking that guy. Richie says he's a co-pilot in Blue Thunder, the helicopter NYPD, pilot. He chases people up in the air, that I guess disobey the laws up in the air. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a helicopter, or was one in 1990. Richie, what's his middle name? V. Caprano. Yeah, he's a ex-helicopter pilot, Navy SEAL. He took down Bin Laden back in the day. He was one of the helicopter fighter pilots. That man has some credentials, man. Don't get caught speed. A Brown Hornet, don't get caught speeding, man. Richie will catch you in that Black Hawk helicopter. Shame on the mess. Lord have mercy.
I didn't know them dogs in the whole American badass, man. Watch it.
They call him Richie Cabron.
Richie is one bad. Shut your mouth. And he's not John Shaft.
I'm back. I'm good. I don't know.
Poor Cracky.
Going in. Bye.
I told you, even Brown Hornet said Richie was talking some doo-doo yesterday, man. Even Mr. Brown Hornet said, Richie, you take your meds. You hearing voices. No, dog. Yeah, this is over your head. It's over everybody's head. Yeah, because, Richie, you're in your own realities. You're right, it's over everybody's head. Because we're not on the same plane as you. We're not in the same universe that you exist in, Richard. You know what I mean? You got people that are 730 that are suffering from mental illness, and you're on that planet, Richie. You're on planet Loco.
What the,
Planet Loco.
to flip this table around, and I'm going to have to play yesterday morning's video gate to see if I or y'all can hear what the hell he talking about.
Why you gotta flip around tables? We all heard you. You were in a helicopter. Okay, I might have iced it up a little. You know, I might have put a little icing on it by saying you were a co-pilot. But you did say you were in a helicopter with your partner, 1990, with the NYPD chasing a suspect in and out of buildings in Manhattan. You did say that, did you not say that, sir? You're speaking right now. Speak it to the mic. Speak clear and coherently, because you are in the court of law. Did you not say that, Richard V. Caprano?
Come on, Richie Cabron.
Yeah, but I tell you yesterday,
Richie Cabron.
I hope you can hear me. But
I guess Richie Cabron don't want to talk.
I was talking to I didn't know what the hell you were talking about.
He was talking some gibberish, man. Hey, Brown Hornet. Hey, Brown Hornet. Richie was talking some gibberish, man. He was, you know, he was feeling good. You know, the beginning of the month, he got his money. You know, he got his drugs. He was talking some madness, man. Even you told him, damn, Richie, did you take your meds? Richie, you hearing voices in your head? No, dog. You don't understand. It's above. I'm like, no one understands because you're in your own psychotic world, Richie. Richie, you're not a fighter pilot with Blue Thunder. Stop watching movies on TV land and then trying to mimic these characters. Stop it, Richard.
He told me he gonna give me his wings.
Then again, correct, he must have been on the dark side of the moon again, hanging out, you know what I'm saying?
Give me my wings. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, he got his wings. Hey, Brown Hornet, he got his wings, but he's a fairy. He's a fairy godmother. He's not a fighter pilot. He got his wings, all right. Or tooth fairy, but he's definitely no fighter pilot. Shame on you, Richard. Shame on you, Richard.
Richard is down with the gay blade parade.
You hear Blue Hornet?
Yeah.
One time, Brown Hornet. Chucky's so stoned he called Brown Hornet Blue Hornet.
I call him Blue Hornet. I never said Blue Hornet. You hearing things, Cracky?
Yeah, he is. He said Brown Hornet.
Oh, you never at the beginning. He said, who's he talking to? I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck he talking to.
Hey, Brown Hornet, I'm glad you noticed, man. You see, that's why sometimes I like to just sit back and just listen and let Richie make a bigger fool of himself, ghost talking. Meanwhile, he criticizes everyone for ghost talking, and he criticizes people for being junkies, what they're not. But who's the one ghost talking out here yesterday? The whole entire gate, he ghost talked. I mean, once in a while, someone will comment because they feel sorry for him. They'll say, hey, Richie, what are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Richie? Richie, you hearing voices? You take your meds? No, dog. I was a helicopter fighter pilot and an F-16 pilot, and I took down Bin Laden. I put a flag on the dark side of the moon, dog. Yeah, dog. In 1990, I used to be Blue Thunder. Oh, no, that was Roy Schneider. I'm sorry. I was his co-star. I gotta go. I gotta go to the back and get some milk. I got a dollar van waiting for me. I'll be back. Shame on you, you dope fiend. Yeah, pay attention. You're a delusional crackhead. Pay attention. Everyone's clowning you out here, Richard.
Everyone clowning me. I'll be right back, man.
Everybody is clowning him, fucking crackhead. I'll tell you, man. Delusional grandeur.
In your backyard, right in front of all your neighbors, including your neighbors out back smoking, and you don't
No shit. He's talking about going to the back, smoking with the cat again.
you do all day. I'll be right back, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'll be back, man. How many times you gonna be back? How many times you gonna say, I'm gonna be back? You got a dollar van out there. You got milk you gotta buy. All you got is a chihuahua sitting next to you. You're gonna squeeze him for some milk. Now, stop it, Richard. Stop it.
I should shoot you dead.
Oh, little craggy, hallucinating.
Can't believe he actually says he was a helicopter pilot in 1990, chasing suspects in and out of Manhattan skyscrapers. Lord have mercy. Shame on you, Richard. And Blue Thunder, by the way, took place in Los Angeles, not in New York City.
Exactly. But wait a minute. wasn't in 1990 he said he was working in the Rocco Brothers Pizzeria while they were filming Desperately Seeking Susan or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, that's right. 1990 he was running the Rocco Brothers Pizzeria, man. What was it, Pizzazz? He was working for the Rocco Brothers 3 years. He slept in the basement. He ran the building. Then Madonna pulled up with the movie. You know, when they're making one of those productions, they got those trailers, and they had no power, and they borrowed. They used an extension to plug in Richie's Pizzeria over there in St. Mark's. Oh yeah, that's where he was in 1990.
Oh, if he was doing all that, how could he be flying helicopters to like the skyscrapers in Manhattan? Fucking guy, man. He's a bullshitter, man. Oof.
Richie, what are you gonna be next, man? You went from a helicopter pilot. You were Chips, California Highway Patrol. Then you were a fighter pilot. You took down Bin Laden. You took him out in a Black Hawk helicopter. Shame on you, Richie. What else did you do? You have some mysterious career, man. I bet you got the Purple Heart. Damn, you're one of those guys. You're better than James Bond, man. I'm surprised they didn't cast Richie for James Bond. Or maybe they did. We don't know. It's a new movie coming out featuring Richie V. Caprano as 007.
Shit, I'm surprised he's not saying he's fucking He-Man from the Masters of the Universe. Holy shit.
Hey, Richie, did they cast you for James Bond yet?
I used to watch the Justice League cartoons.
No, but that shit almost knocked me off the chair. Hey, Eddie, when Richie says he was in a helicopter with his partner in 1990, chasing the suspects in and out of skyscrapers in Manhattan, I almost fell off my chair. Good thing I wasn't drinking any coffee. It probably would have been all over the place.
I'm fucking real, man. I'm telling you, man. Cracky's losing it.
Let me go in this hole in the wall. I'll talk to you when I get on the other side.
Roger, you're in Jersey? That's a Roger. No problem.
Oh, shit. There goes Masturbator. He's gonna talk about masturbating kids again.
That's Richie's personal buddy, man.
Unbelievable.
Hey, all I did was show a bad boy he wasn't bad.
Oh, look at that. He's gonna jump on the bullseye. Greg, you don't got no copy on you, man. Greg, he's a loser on the drugs, man. Leave Greggy alone. He's flying helicopters.
Dude, that's pretty funny. All right, I'm on this 21. I'll be right back. Do you hear how fucked up he sounds? He's fucking cranking that radio up. Richie, I know you're trying to squeeze out as much power as you can, but you know you don't sound good when you do that. You know that, right?
That nigga sounds all fucking distorted. Top of the morning, 225.
Right there, right back.
Tempo.
I like to sound distorted.
Oh, he likes to sound distorted, yeah, this nigga?
I like to sound distorted. Like it.
Look at the backward swing, pay attention. Pay attention to the backward swing and the distortion out of Cracky.
About to take a shower for the cause. Why are homos worried about when you take a shower, who you're laying the pipe to?
He calls people homo, but the first thing out of Richie's mouth in the morning is dick.
I'll be right back.
How many times you gonna be back?
I'll be right back.
Because he's waiting for the guy that sleeps, next door to him to fucking get up so he can get fucked in his ass.
I don't know if it's ADD or just pure mental illness, or is that his crockies and K2 that he's smoking. He says he'll be back like 50 times in a conversation.
Unreal, man. Unfucking real.
Attention.
Even Brown Hornet asked Richie, Richie, you take your meds? Hey Richie, 1990, weren't you in, running a pizzeria for Rocco's? How were you a helicopter pilot, man, in 1990 with the NYPD? I thought you were a pizzeria. I thought you ran Rocco's. Or was it Pizzazz, owned by the Rocco brothers?
I thought in the 90s he was shagging couples with homeless dick bust out their belly.
That's true too. He said back in the 90s he was in the village with fucking niggas dicks busting out their belly. So he was in the village in the 90s. He worked at Pizzazz's Pizza, and then he was a fucking helicopter pilot. What the fuck is going on here?
And don't forget, he was also a bouncer. He was the bouncer at the Funhouse and a couple of other clubs, you know, discos back in the day in the 80s. He was a bouncer.
Well, if that's the case, then I must have saw that.
What kind of club was it? A midget club?
I like that, Brown Hornet. What kind of club was it? A video club. No, he was a bouncer, man. He was a bouncer. He's one of those tough midgets, you know. Because you look at Richie, he stands no more than 4'9". He's a little guy, man. But yeah, he was a bouncer back in the disco days. I don't know what he was bouncing, but he said he had his sidearm and his badge under his t-shirt. And he used to moonlight in the discotheques back in the day. And he was one of the meanest bouncers in town. Yeah, at least he says he was.
Well, yeah, you know, Cracky's wrestling name back then was Cracky Mysterio.
Oh, he was one of the high flyers, like Rey Mysterio Jr. and Ron Van Dam. Oh, he's one of the high flyers.
Yeah, they call him the mysterious gay blade.
Oh, damn it, boy. So what Richie like the wrestler, The Rock. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Richie, that shit fits you right like a glove. That shit fits you just like a glove, man. Do you smell what that crack is cooking?
Oh yeah, he's cooking that rock every day, Richie. Richie's cooking that rock.
Hey, Cracky, pick up the mic, say something.
Hey, 225, you didn't know that Richie was an NYPD helicopter pilot in 1990. I bet you didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I didn't know shit. I heard that a lot. I heard he was a Green Beret, he was a fucking commando. CIA and FBI, all at the same time.
That's right, man. Cracky was in that movie, Toy Soldiers. He was the Commando Elite. You know, those little toys and shit? That was one of Cracky.
So we must honor Richie because he's an American hero, man. He's better than G.I. Joe.
Well, he's a real American hero, huh?
That's right. He was G.I. Joe, but in another word, he was a lot of G.I. gay.
Or is it more like G.I. Blow? Richie, the American hero, G.I. Joe.
G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane. Yeah, I remember that movie, G.I. Jane. Come on, Richie, you can speak now. I know you're there sitting in front of that meter, looking at that S meter like it's a big screen TV. Come on, Richie, you can talk now.
Unbelievable, man. Top of the morning, Brown Hornet, man. 515 with the wave.
Good morning, my bro. At 515, good morning, right back. And Pistol, we ain't picking fun at you, that plug. I ain't picking fun. You just had me worried about you. I was worried about you yesterday, man. I really was worried about you, man. All jokes aside, that plug, because you wasn't talking in your right mind yesterday, that plug. I swear to God, that plug, I was really worried about you, man. You was not talking in your right mind yesterday. I said, listen to the video game, not to mention I was there with you live, so I'm like, I can understand where you was coming from there, baby.
Well, Brown Hornet, you missed it over the weekend. He was bitching because he goes, well, if Brown Hornet can call himself Brown Hornet, I'm going to call myself Space Ghost. Oh, my God. I said, this guy's smoking.
Well, a lot of people don't know where I got that name from. Because if you know that, I guarantee you won't hear that name out here at all. I'm the one and only. Well, first of all, my favorite cartoon, like I said before, was the Fat Albert. Like when I was coming up, Fat Albert was one of my favorite cartoons. And their superhero was the Brown Hornet. Then as I was coming up, I don't know how it happened, it just happened. My first three cars that I ever owned was brown. And that's when I got into CB, so I said, what better name to have, right?
That's what's up, man. Yeah, that was my favorite cartoon too, man. And you know, let me tell you something. Brown Hornet was the first graffiti character I drew, man, back in the day, man. That was the joint.
Right on, Doug. We got a little sidekick stinger.
So just be careful, because Cracky Space goes down.
You know what Richie's cartoon character was? Splinter from Ninja Turtles.
Oh, shit. Ready to commit suicide, dude. You gotta be kidding me, right?
12 foot, 1 inch. Vehicle over 12
Come on, Pistol. What you say, Pistol? Give on it, Pistol. What you say?
minute route.
Man, I said good morning. You was talking to you half the morning, man. Once you come out that hole of the war, I don't entertain you, man.
Listen, he's slurring.
You get there and way after you're gone. Pay attention. Act like you're paying attention. I didn't, I heard you talking about it. I've not heard you call me that one time. I was coming down the road. I was talking to 219. I heard Jeremiah. And then I started hearing, Enforcer got in my radio. I couldn't hear you, my brother. If you were saying good morning to me, I did not hear you. You know I did not. If you call me, I answer you back, damn it. So don't get funny with me today, mister, okay? You my homie. You all right with me, Duck Plug. You all right with me. If I can't hear you, damn it, I can't hear you, that bragger. Okay, Brown Hornet. Okay, my homie. Listen, I'm on 21. Let me finish with this custody. I'll be right back.
Don't forget, make sure that helicopter's warmed up, Richie. Make sure your helicopter's warm up. Warm up that engine.
Alternate route.
Sound like Richie got his engine warm.
Richie wasn't hurt because I was stepping on his neck. I thought you were leaving. I thought you had a customer waiting. What happened, Richie?
Even on the phone, he's worried about what I do.
He shuts off his amp and he goes talks even more.
Can't live without Richie.
Now he clicked it on. He goes from his driver to the amp, from the driver to the amp. It's too funny.
Finish on this 21, man. He's laughing over here. Yeah, I do this every morning, 3, 5, and 6. Now, give me a second, boys and girls.
Wait a minute. Now you got dollar vans on the 21. What happened, man? I thought they were out the back door.
Wow, now he's hearing me say.
He did say he's 21, right?
You gotta hate drug addicts. I'll be right back.
Shame on you, man. You're delusional today, Richard. Or is it every day? But that was good yesterday when you were an NYPD helicopter fighter pilot. That was good, man. He was chasing suspects in helicopters in 1990.